a temporary 2-year cap on new international student permits in order to maintain a sustainable level of temporary residence in Canada as well.
Embarking on the international education journey is a shared dream and an aspiration that many students share. Recently, Canada's federal government announced a 2-year cap on new international student visas, beginning with the coming academic year starting September 1st, 2024. What does this mean for Indian students, and what will be the implications for Canada, a country where international students play a vital role in its economy? Welcome to IndiaTV. I'm Pooja Sethi, and you're watching yet another edition of Perspective. Canada's 2-year cap rule has come as a setback for many such students. The cap means that approximately 360,000 study permits will be approved in 2024, a 35% decrease from the previous number. What made Canada a popular destination? Canada's high-ranking universities, post-study work permits, and easier permanent residency. All these made it one of the foremost choices for international students. In fact, student visa has been considered an easy way to citizenship. As per government data, in 2023, Canada issued nearly 1 million study permits, about 3 times that of a decade ago. As of November 2023, Indian students accounted for around 2.15 lakh of the permits issued that year. In 2022, Canada welcomed 5.5 lakh international students. 40% of the total were from India, which is at 2.26 lakhs. And there were 3.2 lakh Indians staying in Canada on student visas. The move comes as Canada aims to tackle housing shortage and lack of opportunities promised. Rent prices in Canada continue to rise. Besides the rental problem, the government is worried about quality of education. Canada's Immigration Minister, Mark Miller, said that certain educational institutes are operating as puppy mills and highlighted on protecting international students from potential exploitation. The proposal limits postgraduate work permits for international students. The restriction will likely push them to return home. However, those in master's or postdoctorate programs can apply for 3-year work permit. Spouses of international students in master's and doctoral programs can obtain open work permits. But spouses of international students enrolled in other levels of study, including undergraduate and college programs, will no more be eligible. Starting this year, applicants will need to show they have $20,635 for tuition and living expenses in Canada. This is almost double than the previous requirement of $10,000. Additionally, international students' weekly work hours will be reduced from 40 to 20 hours, leading to loss of income for international students. The Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada has also introduced a new requirement for provincial attestation letter with the study permit. However, acceptance of new study permit applications in 2025 will undergo reassessment at the end of the current year. Canada's economy depends on foreign students who contribute over $22.3 billion to Canadian economy. A report by a consulting firm in Toronto found that because international students pay about 3 times more in tuition fees than local students, they end up contributing 76% of all tuition fees in the education sector. Since many of these international students are from India, it means that Indian students play a significant role in supporting Canada's economy. On the other hand, some businesses have warned that limiting the number of foreign students could lead to a shortage of temporary workers. Restaurants in Canada are facing labor shortages with nearly 100,000 vacancies. In 2023, international students accounted for 4.6% of the 1.1 million workers in the food service industry. The recent move by Canada may worsen the declining application trend. From July to October 2023, the Canadian government processed around 87,000 new study permit applications for Indian nationals, a decrease of over 40% compared to 2022. So, what options do students have? Given the current situation, countries like Australia, the UK and USA, and now Germany have become popular choices. Traditionally, students flew only to English-speaking nations, but these patterns are now changing. Gone are the days when traditional study destinations held a monopoly on international education. India is by far the largest source of international students globally, and the world is now open to accept Indian students. This is all in this edition of Perspective. Keep watching India TV.